Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to my review for Broken City, which is a brand new film starring Mark Wahlberg and Russell Crowe once again. We've seen him in a couple of movies in the last couple of months, and Mark Wahlberg, who is like the king of January now. I think last year and the year before that, he had a movie that came out in January that actually opened up big. Broken City did not. It actually bombed, but, you know, doesn't mean it's a bad movie, right? Well, I was kind of looking forward to this film. It looked interesting. I heard the bad reviews that were coming out. I was like, okay, I'm still good to see it. I'm still somewhat excited. So what did I think of Broken City? Well, let's talk about the story. Alright, so the story for Broken City follows Mark Wahlberg's character named Billy, who in the beginning of the film is hovering over a dead body, and he's pointing a gun at someone, and he dangles his little badge down, and yes, he is a cop. Now, you don't know what he's doing, why he killed this man that is a alleged rapist, but you figure out later in the plot, let me just say that. But they have a whole trial, he's found not guilty, it was self-defense and stuff, whatever, but the mayor, played by Russell Crowe, and the police commissioner, played by Jeffrey Wright, decide, alright, we have to take away your badge. You're not a cop anymore. Sorry. We have to take that away from you. But hey, you're not going to jail, so 7 years later, Mark Wahlberg is now a debt collector. He goes around and, like, you know, he gives out money. If they don't pay back, he has to go and, you know, do his Marky Mark thing. Hey, bro, I told you to pay back my money, and you didn't. I'm going to have to break your fucking legs now. Now you have no legs. It's bad, Mark. But, yeah, he has to go and pay, you know, get the debts back, whatever. That's his side job. But later on in the film, Russell Crowe's character, again being the mayor still after 7 years, decides, alright, my wife is cheating on me. I already know she's cheating on me. And his wife's played by Catherine Zeta-Jones. I want you, Marky Mark. That's what he says, too. He actually calls him Marky Mark. It was weird. I want you to go and take pictures of her and the man she's cheating on, because I want to know. I want to know everything. He drops the details. He wants to know everything. I'm not going to drop the details because it's kind of disgusting what he says. But he drops the details, and he wants those details. And then later on, you of course find out that him taking the pictures was much more than just him finding out if she's cheating or not. And it has to do, it all involves this whole election that's going on where he's trying to, you know, Russell Crowe's character wants to be the mayor still, and Barry Pepper's character here is trying to run for mayor because Russell Crowe's mayor is a little corrupt, and, you know, Barry Pepper's the good guy and wants to be the mayor, and it actually involves that whole subplot too. So, and really that's not subplot, that's really the main plot here. So overall, the story here is pretty good, I would say. I actually really enjoyed the story, which surprised me because I heard it was actually very formulaic, very cliched, but you know what? It had enough, not twists, but had enough entertaining moments that I was like, you know what? That's good. And they foreshadowed some stuff really, really nicely in this film, and you know what? I like that. And also, even though I didn't love the characters, I kind of liked them. One character in particular I thought was very, very likable here was Barry Pepper's character, who is the other mayor. I think he was fantastic in this. There's a whole moment where he has to, like, pretty much let loose. He's drunk. He has to let loose as an actor. I think he's fantastic in this movie. I really like Barry Pepper as an actor, and he's great in this. Mark Wahlberg, even though I didn't love his character, I did like him, and I did feel bad for him when some bad stuff happened. He's not the smartest character written ever. No, he's kind of dumb at times, but he's likable enough. Russell Crowe, again, fantastic in this film. I love Russell Crowe. Every time he's in a movie, I'm like, Russell Crowe, man, he's a badass. And he actually is great in this film. He's very evil, but he's evil in a non-obvious way, like, ooh, I'm evil, ooh. And I thought he was great in this film. Jeffrey Wright was great. Catherine Zeta-Jones, even though she's not in it that much, is great. The rest of the supporting cast is great. I really enjoyed the acting here, and I really enjoyed some of the characters. So you know what? Even though the script isn't the best out there, I thought it was entertaining enough, and I was like, you know what? It's a good little time, but I did have another problem with the film. And that was something in the story that I did not mention, and that is the whole subplot with Mark Wahlberg and his girlfriend. That part, whenever it came up, I didn't hate it. Like, I was like, oh my god, I hate this. But it was a subplot that was going somewhere, and it's about 20 minutes complete of this movie where this subplot takes place. And it ends with just, yeah, that's how it ended. And the only reason I would say that subplot is good is because it has a scene where Mark Wahlberg unleashes and just starts drinking and just throwing bottles at people's cars, having fights, you know, being Marky Mark. And that's cool. That's cool, bro. And that was fun. Everything else in that side plot I hated. I hated the chemistry between Mark Wahlberg and this girl's character. I can't remember her name. Natalie something, I don't know. But and I just didn't like that whole subplot of her being in a movie and Mark Wahlberg thinks she's cheating on someone. I mean, cheating with someone, and I don't know. I hated that side plot. I'm sorry, I didn't hate it. I didn't really care for it. But besides that, I think the story itself is entertaining. There's plenty of little cool little action moments. Not really an action movie, but there's some cool little scenes in there that are entertaining. And you know what, the plot itself, it's twisty, it has good acting, it has some decent characters. The script isn't the most amazing, but the story is entertaining enough. So Broken City, not an amazing film, but I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna give it a 29 out of 40. Nothing amazing. That whole side plot I really didn't like, and the script isn't great. But for the most part, I enjoyed it. I don't see where all the horrible reviews are coming in, but yeah, so Broken City, a decent movie in my book. 29 out of 40, definitely go check it out. Thank you and goodbye.